in the game. It's in the game. It's the Broncos and the Shamrocks. Next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the South American country of Argentina and its capital city, Buenos Aires. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Shamrocks of Buenos Aires.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, are going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad.
On 1st and 10, McAllister. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
When you look at this defense,
they're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for. 1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Field ahead of him. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
Throwing to start the drive. Cox, a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Oh, what a move. And he'll be brought down and looks like right at the 15. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Looking to throw. Cox. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Operating from the gun, Cox. Over the middle, it's complete. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Back to throw. Cox. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Christian Barmore
Drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That complete. It's Tyler Scott with it.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Looking to throw. McAllister. So nothing doing there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
From the left side, it's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a 1st down.
Cox now on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 2nd down now, it's Hawkins. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw. Cox. He finds his man. Complete. It's Clark. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
Here's Cox on 3rd and 2. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. Looking to throw. Cox. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Shamrocks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. With the football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing to start the drive. McAllister. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up second down. Back to throw. McAllister.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Back to throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Being chased out left. Well, almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good.
So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Cox throwing to start the drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
When you look at this Bronco defense,
they currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Cox. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4. 20. Now a hit and a loose football.
Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Stevenson.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. McAllister. Open man here is Scott, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. McAllister. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That open man that time, they ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And he comes back with one complete.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw. McAllister firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Scott. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Now a give, right side. Stevenson down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the
Here, they've got to get going.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll try the left side. Swain. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Over the middle, complete. That's Wheeler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Off the play fake. Cox. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Cox.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Now Cox on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Cox. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Off play action. Cox. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Back to throw. Cox. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will knot us up at 10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And coming out now, the Broncos.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
Up the middle they go. It's Stevenson. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route.
And he will have a Broncos first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Now a handoff up the middle. Stevenson.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Looking to throw. McAllister. And it's caught. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. Looking to throw on second down. Cox. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McAllister looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Scott. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun. McAllister. And he will find Scott on the right side complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Back to throw. McAllister firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. McAllister. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening.
Sorry,
we'll
Coach,
start up
put a
at
pin
Gillette
in that.
Stadium
We are
in
going to move right
Foxborough.
on to the
And
third quarter
the
here.
Patriots have the lead in the final stages before halftime. Juju Smith-Schuster, a touchdown reception.
And the half will begin with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we...
And now off to the races, down the right side.
Loose inside the 30.
Touchdown. A big play there.
His second rushing touchdown of the year. And the Shamrocks had got it back to within a score.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Back to throw. McAllister. He finds his man complete. That's Stevenson. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play. Don't doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Cox. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
To throw is Cox. To throw on 3rd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 23. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. Throwing to start the drive. McAllister. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Off the play fake. McAllister. That'll be caught. It's Scott. 22 yards there. A first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he gets it down to the 32.
64 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, it's Stevenson, and he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, McAllister. He finds his man complete. That's Stevenson. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of his 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Cox, and that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. It's rare that a on one and lost him.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Broncos about set to go on offense.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, McAllister.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Open man, it's Scott, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Throwing on 1st down, McAllister. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Up the middle they go. Stevenson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as he'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Operating from the gun, Cox.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Stevenson. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
2nd and 6.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Back to throw. McAllister. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Tyler Scott from 8 yards out. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you, because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off play action. McAllister. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. McAllister. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Back to throw. McAllister in trouble, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. On second down, it's Stevenson, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on third down, McAllister. And he'll just get rid of it. The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They'll start with the option.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Looking to throw. Cox out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Back to throw. Cox firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They bring their punter out there now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Throwing to start the drive. McAllister. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down now, it's Stevenson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. On first down, McAllister. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Looking to throw. McAllister. He finds his man, complete. That's Stevenson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, McAllister. And he comes back with one complete.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Oh, he is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
To throw on 3rd down, McAllister.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Cox now throwing to start the drive. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cox. He finds his man, complete. It's Wheeler. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Cox looking to throw on second down. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Cox keeps himself upright. And the ball is knocked out. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you'd think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. McAllister. 11 yards for number 11.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter.
He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Stevenson.
And he's going to have the Broncos first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he will find his man on the outside.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
And they will take a knee here.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
Now a handoff up the middle. Stevenson.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win.